Hi guys, welcome back to All Things Wholesome. This is a channel where we discuss all things nourishing mind, body, soul, and money. So today we'll be discussing how to live within your means as we are experiencing inflation and things are getting expensive. I just decided to do this video on how to stay afloat and survive these trying times. This video is for people who are willing to sacrifice a good time now and enjoy their financial goals later. It's for people who are just trying so hard to put their finances together. A lot of times we take financial advice from people who are far ahead of us, like financially. While that can be good, it can also be disastrous, as it is different taking advice from a book and taking advice from a personal mentor. You have a lot of unanswered questions whenever you're reading a book, and whenever you have a personal mentor, when you have questions, they just there to help you and to answer those questions. So when I was young, I used to love difficult, challenging money strategies, because that proved to me that one, I am not lazy, and two, that I am intelligent. But recently, as I'm growing older, I realize that I care less about being intelligent. I just want to make easiest financial decisions that are not only practical, but that can benefits me financially without putting too much stress, because the priority now is to have a peaceful, stress-free life. So today I'll be sharing practical tips on how to live within your means so that you can be financially stable during this inflation. Number one, you have to track how you spend your income. So in simple terms, you have to have a budget. I can never stress enough the importance of having a budget. So know your income, know your monthly expenses, and just make sure that you allocate every cent of your income to a specific expense. Another thing is to make sure that your income is greater than your expenses in a way that it will allow you to save more money for unexpected crisis, that is your emergency funds, and also for you to start investing. Investing is important, as you see that we are experiencing inflation and things are getting expensive. So it's important to invest so that your money can at least double up in the same rate as inflation. So number two is to pay down your debts and avoid using or seeking credit. So this point right here has really become the center of my attention, because I want a debt-free life, because I feel like that will make my life stress-free and peaceful. I wouldn't be sharing my money with banks paying interest. Instead, I'll be saving that money to become my own bank. So get rid of debt slowly and stop seeking credit cards, and make a plan on how you'll get out of debt and stay out. Don't get me wrong, debt is good if you really understand what you are doing and you are using debt to acquire assets. But as for the rest of us, it's not working in our favor. So number three, you need to cut down on unnecessary expenses. So cut down on your wants. So if you watched my latest video about how to create a budget, you will know that we defined wants as those expenses that you only want for entertainment, such as going out. You can always cook at home and try new recipes. You can cut down on subscriptions that you don't really need. You can cut down on membership cards like your gym card. You can always exercise without using equipment, and also cut down on your trips, because petrol nowadays is very expensive. So if you decide to go out, just make it maybe once or twice a month, only if your budget allows it. So number four is don't compete with people. Instead, be content with your lifestyle. There's absolutely no need to buy things because your friends have them or you feel like it's cool to have them. So the only competition you must have is with yourself and striving to create wealth for yourself. So appreciate your life and the things that you have while working to acquire more. Worry less about what people think. Instead, have a conversation with yourself about your financial and future goals and create a plan on how to achieve those goals. So number 5 is to plan for big purchases and stock up when there's sale. If you want something expensive, save for it. Eventually you will have it. There's no need for credit cards. And also try to stock up things that don't expire when there's a sale. Always have a grocery list when you are shopping, and don't go shopping when you are hungry because you'll buy the whole shop. If you consider buying something, just sleep on it and decide on the following day whether it is necessary or not. So number 6, you need to increase your sources of income. There's a lot of things that you can do nowadays in the internet. There's online jobs, there's online businesses, there's a lot of things that one can do. So obviously it won't be easy, but you must be willing to learn. If you feel that living within your means maybe is a punishment for you, so at least increase your sources of income, find different ways of making money. I just want to say this: living within your means is not a punishment, but it is a way of disciplining yourself, because we all know that what is easy eventually becomes hard, and what is hard eventually becomes easy. So we have to practice to do hard things so that we can be great people in future. So this is the end of the video. If you found the video informative and you enjoyed the content, please like the video, and please subscribe and join the family if you haven't subscribed, and just share the information with anyone you think might appreciate the information. So thank you for allowing me in your space and lending me your ear. Always remember that I love you. Have a lovely, productive day. Bye for now. See you on my next video.